Hello everyone, so picking off where we last were, it is the 10th and it is Maru's birthday, so I'll have to try to remember to bring her something. We also have the Luau later, and I will be participating in that. And I was in fact right about the large milk being one of the good things to put into the pot there. And we have the weather report for the Luau, which obviously is going to be good weather, and we have a little extra luck today, and the cream of sauce is something we already know how to make. Haha. So I'm gonna get more coffee going, and I'm gonna craft those ones into more of the espressos. I think that's what they're called. Espressos. Don't mind my terrible English grammar, whatever. Anyway, so today what we're going to do is pick up my Iridium Pickaxe, which is now ready, and our mail is just telling us about the Luau. Come to the beach sometime between 9 AM and 2 PM. And so we have a bunch of crops that are ready to be harvested, so I'm going to go ahead and harvest them and then plant other ones in their place. And then we'll start doing what we're going to do for today. Apparently harvesting some of the hay there got me some, some of the wheat there got me some hay. That's a nice new little thing that happens with hay. Okay, and now I'm going to take care of the animals, and it's good to know that the squid ink will still produce with that going. And we already have 3 rainbow trout in there. We have the roe going in the house, in the preserve jar. And that should be ready tomorrow, I believe. And we also have the sweet gem berries ready in here. And apparently I missed a strawberry. Oopsies. And I will be putting the sweet gem berries into here. And then planting any of them. Okay, and still don't know when that green tea thingy is going to be ready. I might have to make another one and place it somewhere not inside the greenhouse. And I need to check to see if I have void mayonnaise somewhere, and if I don't, I do have a void egg, so I'm going to make that into void mayonnaise. And you'll see why in a bit. If I happen to have any, then that's perfect, because then I don't have to worry about getting that one ready. And I do have void mayonnaise, so that's perfect. So I'm going to hang on to that right now. And I can't remember if I did hang on to a large milk or not, and I did. Good, so I'll sell this one that's in my inventory. Okay, so I'm also going to get the other pond going that I need, so I need 5 of these and 5 of these, and I still have enough stone on me currently. So now I'm going to head over to Robin's and we'll get that pond going. I'm going to make sure I have the space to put it. Hello, Robin. And another thing that I'm going to point out is now you'll see that there's a community upgrade available. And I'm just gonna go over that. What's that? You want to build Pam a house? Wow, that's a great idea. You'll need 950 wood and 500,000 gold. I obviously don't have that right now, so we're not doing that. So, to the pond it is. Build. And it'll go right there. So now I'm going to head to Clint's to get the pickaxe, and I will hopefully be able to find Maru. Actually, we're going to check for Maru right now. Where does she live again? Oh yeah, she lives at Robin's. I was supposed to check there. Well, I have to head back that way, so I'll check that. That was sad. Oopsies. Hello, Clint. Once I can actually click on your door. And we've got the Iridium Pickaxe, and it's purple! Surprise, surprise. And I don't have enough iridium bars for anything else, so back to Robin's to check to see if Maru is there. Maru, are you here? You are. What are you gonna have? You are going to get this, I guess. You remembered my birthday. Thank you. This is great. Now, do you have any cutscenes for me? You do indeed. Oh, right. It's this weird one. Oh, hello there. My dad and I are just testing some soil samples. Sounds so fascinating. Don't be shy. We could use a hand, actually. Actually, it should be interesting because I'm a farmer. Could you watch this beaker for me? I'm gonna grab the last batch of samples. I'll be right back. Stare. Thanks for helping out, Celebrian. Maru's a good kid. She's my special little girl. I wouldn't want anything getting in her way of a bright future. Know what I mean? You implying that I'm going to be in the way of her future? Just some food for thought. Awkward. Hey, sorry about that. I hope you found something to talk about while I was gone. I was just telling Celebrian about the soil samples we're testing. Right, Celebrian? You can say nothing or actually say your dad was being weird. We'll just say nothing. Well, we'd better wait, what? Better whatever this situation before it crystallizes on us. Okay, here, Celebrian, let me show you how to use the equipment. What? But I don't want to help you. And now we're gonna head up over here to the railroad. Ah, Celebrian, I've been waiting for you. Have I ever told you I used to be married? Nope, you haven't. We haven't really had a conversation. Strange, I know, for a man like me, but it's true. Okay. My wife and I were together for many years until I made a mistake that drove her away. Well, she wasn't a very friendly person. Her anger and envy were so intense that she turned green and began flying around the countryside, cursing everything in her path. Was that why I had her appear over my farm? When I found out, I sealed this passage to her home, fearing that an innocent villager might fall prey to her dark magic. Dun dun dun. But now it must be unsealed, for when we separated, she took my magic ink. I need that magic ink back. I would do this myself, but I can't see her again. That's why I need your help. In order to unseal this passage, you'll need a Dark Talisman. Talk to Krobus in the sewer. You should know where to find one. I'm counting on you. If you can retrieve my magic ink, I promise I'll make it worth your while. Now go! And we see the witch. And now we're going to go to the sewer to talk to Krobus. And you'll see you'll have the notification thingy up there to remind you need to go get the sewer. I mean, the Dark Talisman. I don't know why you would want to get a sewer. Apart from plumbing, but you know, derp. And so we see something with the dwarf and Krobus. A shadow person above ground. This is outrageous. Your people were responsible for the death of my entire family. If you dwarves hadn't driven us from our ancestral home, we'd never have had to resort to violence. I'm sorry about your family. Sorry isn't going to cut it. Fist fight. Almost looks like they're hugging. As we awkwardly climb down that ladder. Let me at him. He's despicable. Come on, come and get it, Shrimpy. And the wizard just randomly appears. Sets him on fire? Silence, both of you! The elemental wars have long been finished. You have no reason to be fighting any longer. The two of you must make peace for the sake of the humans that live around you. Surely you can see that. Was this some point where he started it? Very well, I'll stay away from the sewer from now on. I don't even know why you came down here. And I'm truly sorry about the past, dwarf. I have no personal gripe with you. Very good. I shall cast a seal of promise to finalize this agreement. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. And on that note, we'll go talk to Krobus. What's that? You're looking for a Dark Talisman? Now that you mention it, I did have one in my possession not too long ago. Unfortunately, I dropped it while exploring that tunnel in the far corner. Things started heating up in there, so I left in a hurry and sealed the entrance. You seem pretty sturdy though, so I'll open it back up for you. Just be careful, okay? And zappy zap, he's made it open. Anyway, so now we can go in here, but before I do that, I'll just swap that around. And yeah. So we have this new area. And doesn't look too bad until you see that there's these. They're a little bit tougher than the insects in the cave. And as you can see, they're getting hard. So they're going to turn into the well, they're cocooning, basically. And they're a pain in the butt to kill when they start flying around. And periodically there will be more that are going to spawn around here. And there's another reason to come into here. There's a fish that we currently need to catch that's also in here. Which is why I'm clearing them up right now, because once I grab the talisman, I'll be fishing. I usually fish towards the entrance. You all can also see that we have LJ soup drop from them. If we're lucky, we'll have some other stuff. It's also a good place to farm for the bug guts. So the awkward thing about fishing is that you have to time it right so that you don't get hit by them when they're flying at you. Fortunately, when the fish itself appears, you don't have to worry about it while you're catching it, because it won't hurt you, because it's paused, much like with the other NPCs, etc., when you fish and stuff. Okay, now that we've basically cleared out everything, and apparently it's a good place for fiber as well. You can see the chest that's up here. It's a pretty easy path. Of course, I have the galaxy sword with me as well, which makes things easier. But here we go with the chest here, and we get... You found the Dark Talisman. It's covered in bug slime. Well, he didn't say it needed to be clean. Anyway, so I'm gonna move back to the entrance and try to catch the fish. Which hopefully shouldn't take too long. If I recall, it doesn't take that long. And I'm gonna make all that bug guts into bait since I have it with me. So you see, I now have 229. I got 160 from that. Where are we going to fish? We're going to fish in this direction. And that's the slime jack, and that's what we needed to catch from in here. And so now we're going to head to... Apparently we had a dwarf squirrel drop. And of course it's the one that I had problems getting before. So anyway, we're going to take the Void Talisman, which will actually be in our wallet, I think? Yeah, it's in our wallet there. And then we place it... Apparently I have a cutscene. Marnie, we can't. If word got out, it would undermine my position of authority in the town. You understand, don't you? You care too much about your job, Lewis. There are other things to life, you know. But yes, I understand. I guess we'll have to keep us a secret. I mean, hi? Gah! Slebrin, you overheard everything, didn't you? Yes, but I'll keep it a secret. Thank you, Slebrin. I won't forget this. Why were you hiding there anyway? Run away! Even I don't know why I was there. Anyway, so now I'm going to head to the... whatchamacallit? The railroad. And I think I need to interact with the stone that's there by the cave. Okay, hello, stone thingy. Oh, okay. So that disappears now. And no, you can't take your horse into here. And so we go into here. We see this random thingy. We get teleported to here and... hi. Gwa, human! You want to pass? I'm sorry, this is private property. I'm sorry, but I can't let you pass. I'd lose my job. Well, I already know the secret of how to get them past. Void mayonnaise. Sniff, sniff. That smell. I can't resist. Give me that. Thanks! So then we go into the witch's hut, and we see these various things, such as this. Dark Shrine of Selfishness. The statue stares through you. Darkness Shrine of Memory. The statue stares through you. And Dark Shrine of Night Terrors. The ancient Magi seal of protection will be lifted, allowing monsters to appear on your farm at night. And then it gives you the option slab. The bone is probably covered in bacteria. You decide not to touch it. And magic ink. You found the wizard's lost magic ink. Better return it to him. And Curse the Countryside, a spell book for the rural witch. And these have more significance. I don't usually use them. And if you want a quick shortcut to go to the wizard's place, you just take that. And you found my ink. Excellent. Did you happen to see my ex-wife? No? Well, what about her house? Do you think she lives alone, or... I was like, do you care? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Anyway, you must be wondering about your reward. Here. It's a book of summoning. The arcane potential is immense, but I'll make it simple for you. By using this book, you can summon magic buildings directly to your farm. I think you'll find it useful. Oh, I almost forgot to say. Ahem. Thank you. Smiley face. And so if we take a peek at this building thingy here, we have the Junimo hunt. The Junimos will harvest crops around the hut for you. And so you need 20,000 gold, 200 stone, 9 starfruit, and 100 fiber. And I've truthfully never built one at all, ever. But I have been meaning to. I just haven't. And then you also have the Earth Obelisk, warps you to the mountains. And they do look tall, so you want to be careful when you place them. Then there's the Water Obelisk, warps you to the beach. Costs, if you look at the costs, they're, what is that, 1 million? Yeah, that's 1 million. 10 Iridium Bar, 10 Earth Crystal, and this is also 1 million Iridium Bar, Clam, Coral. This warps you to the desert. There's this gold clock, prevents debris from appearing on your farm, keeps fences from decaying. And again, back to the Junimo hut, and there's also the move building option as well. But I'm going to quickly zap back down to here and go there and back through here because I want to catch that fish. I did not leave my fishing rod up here, stupid me. And that shouldn't take too long to catch it either. Oops. Helps if you keep your... Conveniently, I also got a chest out of that, so... provided I actually catch the fish. There we go. And this is the Void Salmon. And wow, we got a diamond and a geode. Mat to the geode, apart from the fact that I still need the mudstone from it. or the Omni Geodes, but the odds are I'll probably get it from the Geode anyway. But the diamond is a nice find, and I'm actually going to catch a second Void Salmon because I know I'm going to need one for something else later on, if I can manage to catch it. And since there's still lots of time in the evening, once I head back to the farm, I'm going to get some of the trees chopped down, provided I get another Void Salmon. That one was way more feisty than the other one. Anyway, so you might recall that I had mentioned that I couldn't get 2 fish. Well, those were from the Bug Lair thingy and the Witch's Lair, as well is why I couldn't get them before. And you actually need the community center completed to be able to unlock those quests from the wizard and complete the Dark Talisman, etc., etc. Which is why I wasn't going to mention how that happened until we were to that point. So, it's actually later than I expected it to be. So I'm just going to sell this stuff and then head to bed. Okay, so the Void Fishy is going to go in here. And just need the Sturgeon to be placed in the fish pond once it is ready. And that's not where those go. Sure, this will go in there. And I have this trash in my inventory, which I don't need, but whatever. And I gained 33,000 just from farming stuff and 38,000 in total. So you can see, again, that's mostly from the red cabbage. I had 30 gold ones, which was a big gain. And the rest of that is from various other stuff, mostly the farm produce, farm animal produce, etc. And then you can see the slime jack and the void salmon. They aren't worth a whole lot, but they're pretty worth it. It does some. And the truffle. And I guess the dwarf scroll is only worth 1 gold, so I probably could have hung on to it to give to the dwarf, but that's okay. And so today is the Luau, and you can see that on the calendar. That's basically the only thing that's of interest. And hopefully we have a rainy day soon too, otherwise I'm going to have to make it a rainy day, and I can't remember if I have the stuff for making it a rainy day. Fortune teller, spirits have extra luck today. Not that it matters. Welcome to Living Off the Land. We're back again with y'all blah blah blah. Fish focus, super cucumber, blah 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 blah. And I have the wine going down in here, and I was right that I didn't have this in the correct path, but I will fix it up once I have more of them made. And so I'll probably do that after I take care of all the animals, etc. and work on more of that when I have the Luau event done. And all the radishes are ready, so I'm going to finish planting the rest of the red cabbage that I have. And I probably will have a few more spaces for something else, though I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to place. And I'm right, I have 5 or 6 places. I'm not going to plant the corn because those are permanent. I could plant the hops, but it's like in the middle of the way, so I'll just go with the wheat, I guess. I'm almost tempted to make a full thing of wheat to get just some hay. But I don't have the... That reminds me. Can I make more of the... doesn't look like it can, but I should make more of the gold bars, and by what I'm looking at was whether or not I can make more of the quality sprinklers, and I can make some, I think. Or do I need refined quartz made? I think I need refined quartz made, so I will do that when I'm working on getting the trees chopped, because it usually takes half hour. And, well, those are like 2 days behind the other ones here. And we have more roe and another squid ink. And they still want sardines, and I unfortunately forgot to check to see how and when those are caught. They should be, or I think I checked in there this summer, and I think they're in the ocean. But I don't have time to do that today. Mostly because I can't do that today because I can't access that part of the map without a totem, I believe. Or at all, because that's where the event is. Now that I think of it. Right. And those are going to be kept, that's going to be placed, that's going to be placed, and now heading into town to the Luau. And we have everybody here as per usual. And the only new person to the event is Kent over here, because he wasn't actually in Stardew before. I was going to call it Springfield, that's not even close to the name, other than the S. Haha. Hey, good to see you. And we're placing the large milk in there. He placed large milk in it. I'm not going to talk to everybody, and I know I missed someone the last time. But whatever, we'll just talk to Mayor Lewis and get this show on the road. Blah blah blah. And should we move forward? Yes, we should, even though I've only been here for about 30 seconds. Well folks, it's time once again for the Potluck Ceremony. I trust that you will put the high quality ingredients in the pot this year. We don't want the governor to regret his visit to the valley. Do we? I guess. Well, Governor, would you do us the honor of tasting the soup? Of course, I've been looking forward to this all year. And of course he's gonna say it's super delicious. You're right, it's delicious. Blah 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 blah, everybody comes to taste it, and boy was it ever good. The governor wasn't kidding, the soup was out of this world. Time to head home. And we're back at home, so now it's time to make some refined quartz, since that's what I said I was going to do. And then I'll also chop down some of the trees, and I'll just hang on to these, and the gold and this. I'm gonna sell those things, but this way I can just keep swapping. Actually, it doesn't make sense to hang on to those because I'm just gonna be doing the refined quartz and then the gold bars towards the end of the day. And by the end of the day, I mean after I'm done chopping some trees. And I just realized talking to the people at the Luau would have been a good thing to do because it gives the friendship points or whatever. Oh well, too late now. Bedtime it is, and we have a visit from the Ferry. And by the looks of it, it's going to make the melons there that are growing fully grown, which means that those are going to be done super soon, aka the next day. I'm surprised we actually had the Ferry visit, because that's 2 years in a row. I say that's pretty lucky. And we got 12,000 gold. And we see on the calendar there's nothing of interest, but it's Alex's birthday the next day. So that's interesting. I'm gonna check the weather report to see... Nice! We're gonna have rain the next day so I can get the pendant then. That's very handy. And I didn't actually mean to check the mail, so you saw we had a recipe there. That's because the friendship level will have increased, as you can see here, because of having done well in the Luau, and you can see we actually have a heart with these two now, and 2 hearts with everybody else, or higher, mostly higher for that. And we have Linus and Evelyn and that are just about to 10 hearts, and we have George, Pam, and Alex already at 10 hearts. And as I said, these melons are now ready to harvest, and we also have a whole bunch of stuff to harvest. Apparently we have Rainbow Trout, who apparently wants acorns, so that's going to be super easy. And you see Robin there is making the fish pond, so then I'll have the sturgeon row going in there. We have starfruit in here that is ready, and I will be hanging on to those. So normally it would be a big money gain, but it'll be a big money gain once they're ready in as wine. Which, mentioning, I will also be working on building sheds, which then I will be working on getting more kegs, which I will be filling the shed with, because that is where I usually put my kegs, so I can do big things of wine and whatnot. But that is farther into the future, so that's it for this one. Thanks for watching!